At Whitbread Gold Cup, racing down to the first of 24 fences, 19 runners. General Wolf right there with Marla, Caliso Bay the outside, Caribou Gold and Betty's Boy in the firing line as they land over fence number 1. They're all safely over. Jathib got a slap down the neck, and reminders already for Baronet, who's habitually lazy, as they head towards the second, and it's an open ditch, and it was Marla. A big jump took him just to the lead there. Marla from General Wolf and Betty's Boy over on the far side. Then Caliso Bay and the last fling with Caribou Gold, the grey Senor El Batruti in about 6th or 7th, with Betty's Boy still on the far side. Eulogy follows these from Boss Doyle and Court Melody and Narthen Lad and Colonel-in-Chief and Jathib, followed by Major Bell. The Outback Way was snatched up for half a stride. Then Bobby Joe, well down at the moment, with only 2 or 3 behind him. Baronet, Fine Thyne and Strath Royal is last of all. About to swing right-handed then and take a downhill run, a long run to fence number 3. And it's Marla, the gambled-on morning horse, in front, and Carl Llewellyn from Caliso Bay in second, General Wolf in third, then the last fling and Senor El Batruti there, the front 5. Eulogy is next from Betty's Boy, and then Caribou Gold, Boss Doyle and Narthen Lad, and Court Melody towards the outside as they clear the next. And they're all safely over it. Baronet was very cumbersome one from the back. Strath Royal continues to wag the tail as they swing right-handed and face up to 7 obstacles in the back straight, and it's still Marla that shows this big field the way to Caliso Bay in second place. Then the last fling took it just third from Eulogy and General Wolf, who was a bit slow there. Senor El Batruti and Court Melody from Caribou Gold and Betty's Boy as they clear the next flame one. Narthen Lad is deep in midfield from Boss Doyle and Major Bell from Jathib and Colonel-in-Chief. Bobby Joe is still held up by Adrian Maguire towards the rear with about 4 behind him. They are Fine Thyne, the Outback Way, Baronet 2 or 3 lengths back, and another 4 or 5 to Strath Royal. Down the back they go and on towards the water jump now. This is fence number 7, and Caliso Bay takes a turn in the lead as they stream over the water. Caliso Bay from in second, Marla, and then the last fling from Senor El Batruti. Betty's Boy is tucked away towards the inside as they now face the first of the 3 railway fences, and Caliso Bay touched down in front there. Strath Royal was very slow at the back, and Baronet hasn't done a tap so far. Over the next, Caliso Bay, the last fling. Then Eulogy and Marla, Senor El Batruti the grey on the inside from Betty's Boy. Caribou Gold is next, Court Melody is out wide then from General Wolf, as now they prepare to leave the back straight behind them. And Caliso Bay then and Jimmy McCarthy now taking a turn in front as they make this long right-hand turn, and he bowls along by a length and a half to Senor El Batruti in the last fling in second and third. Then Betty's Boy on the inside as we check the starting prices as they gallop towards the pond fence, and Bobby Joe is the 100 to 30 favourite, still held up towards the back, the favourite. Betty's Boy at 15 to 2, Baronet at 9 to 1, and Marla at 10 to 1 as now they approach the pond fence. And it's Caliso Bay who's just going to rise in front from the last fling, and Senor El Batruti as they land over that. Major Bell has lost his place badly as now they approach a right-hand turn, and it's Caliso Bay from the last fling, and then Marla and Betty's Boy and Senor El Batruti on the inside. They've completed a circuit. The Outback Wave follows these from Jathib, and then Eulogy, Caribou Gold and Court Melody, and Boss Doyle is well back. Bobby Joe is picking his way through the field a bit now as they race to this open ditch over which it was Caliso Bay that led there with Senor El Batruti. It's the grey Senor El Batruti with Caliso Bay and Betty's Boy as they pass the sands. Court Melody there towards the rear as they race past the post then with a circuit to go, and it's Senor El Batruti from Caliso Bay, Betty's Boy and Marla in the last fling, and Jathib there the front 6, chased by Eulogy in the Outback Way and Court Melody, and then Caribou Gold from Fine Thyne who's improved. Bobby Joe, Colonel-in-Chief, Baronet still off the bit. Narthen Lad is now well down, so is General Wolf, Boss Doyle and Major Bell. Just under a circuit to go then, and it's Senor El Batruti that shows the way. Let's get the views now from John Frankham and John Oaksey.
Yeah, there's a few been struggling already, Simon. Major Bell made a terrible blunder at the first of the 3 railway fences. Boss Doyle's hardly been on the bridle and his jumping suffering. But Senor El Batruti looked like he's enjoying himself this afternoon. Betty's Boy in a really good position.
There are three horses up with the leaders, none of whom are absolutely certain to appreciate the hill. Senor El Batruti stays 3¼ miles, but will he stay this uphill finish? and Caliso Bay, the same applies to him. Both in the first 4 going well.
Down the back they go again, and Betty's Boy has gone there pretty readily as they approach the next. Betty's Boy from Jathib now, and they've gone 2 or 3 clear of Marla, Caliso Bay and Eulogy. Then Senor El Batruti, who's now backpedaling a bit as they jump that next one, Court Melody. And then behind these, the last thing, Bobby Joe is about 9th or 10th. This next one, though, Jathib is now the leader from Betty's Boy as they head down the back towards the water jump once again. And it's Jathib under a typically positive ride from Tony McCoy here. It's a long way to go. Betty's Boy in 2nd place, but this little burst of speed from Jathib has really strung them out. Eulogy is over in 3rd, then Court Melody. Behind these is Fine Time, then Bobby Joe working his way into 6th place from Marla. And then running on again is Narden Lad. The railway fences, the leader absolutely flew the first of them, Jathib, a 20-to-1 outsider, as they now approach the middle one of the 3, and it's Jathib over in front. Didn't get too high this time. Betty's Boy, then Eulogy and Court Melody, Fine Time and Bobby Joe. The last on the far side, that was 4 out, and Jathib has a handy break over Betty's Boy, the Kim Muir winner. Eulogy is staying on well in 3rd place as they now leave the back straight behind them, and these 3 have kicked a long way clear of Court Melody. Then Fine Time, a yawning gap then to Marla. Bobby Joe's got a big task, as then Caribou Gold as they now race towards the pond fence, and it's Jathib. Tony McCoy sneaks a peek from in 2nd place, Betty's Boy in the noseband. The maroon on the outside is Eulogy, coming there strongly. Then Court Melody back in 4th from Fine Time, Caribou Gold and Marla as they race down to the pond fence. This is 3 out. Betty's Boy back in front from Jathib in 2nd. Is he running out of steam? Then behind these is Eulogy in 3rd. Fine Time running another good race. He's gone into 4th from Court Melody, and then Caribou Gold from the rear. Down to the 2nd last then, and Betty's Boy pops over. Eulogy 2nd. Jathib trying to rally on the outside. Fine Time back in 4th. Then Court Melody and Caribou Gold. Eulogy now laying it down to Betty's Boy, who's hard driven, and Eulogy is coming to take it up at the last. Eulogy lands in front. Betty's Boy slightly hampered in 2nd. Then in 3rd is Jathib. Now the hill, and it's the lightly weighted Eulogy, and Barry Fenton in front, staying on dually here. 2 or 3 lengths clear of Betty's Boy. Jathib and Fine Time. Eulogy wins the Whitbread. In 2nd place, Betty's Boy. Jathib is 3rd. Fine Time in 4. Then Caribou Gold. Bobby Joe plugged round for 6th place. They're clear of Marla, the last fling, Strathroyal, and then Caliso Bay of Bosdoyle. Then Court Melody in the Outback Way, and the stragglers including Major Bell, Senor El Batruti, Baronet, and Narden Lad. Eulogy, the 14-to-1 winner of this 43rd running of the Whitbread Gold Cup in the colours of Nicholas Cooper, trained by Richard Rowe, who won this race as a jockey back in 1982 on Shady Deal, and ridden by Barry Fenton. In 2nd place, it was number 15, Betty's Boy, under Norman Williamson, who made a lot of the running and had every chance. In 3rd, then Jathib, who might just have stolen it, one thought, halfway down the back straight under Tony McCoy. And 4th home, number 12, last year's runner-up, Fine Time. But this year's winner is Eulogy.
Well, what a wonderful race this was, and it wouldn't have been a more popular winner. Richard Rowe, horse has been out of form for much of the season. He's done well to be patient with this horse. He loves Sandown, and Barry Fenton's given him an absolute peach of a ride. Always in a good position, always had him jumping well. And I should think they were panicking a little bit when Tony McCoy went for home on Jathib early on down the far side. Betty's Boy just in front as they come down to the last. Norman Williamson can feel the petrol just beginning to seep out of the tank at this point. This is just about beyond his limit, Betty's Boy. Eulogy, though, loves this hill. Wonderful picture here. Just takes off a fraction in front. Ears pricked. Eulogy heads for home, and you know he's not going to get beaten at this point. And Norman Williamson, real tactician, gets Betty's Boy onto his other leg, tries to get a little bit more out of him, a little bit more energy maybe left there, but it's not enough to get past Eulogy. Jathib runs on to be 3rd, but a wonderful result, this really popular victory.
Yes, marvellous bit of training by Richard Rose. Had a thoroughly miserable season really until quite recently, but he's kept his head, and as you can see, he's kept this horse at peak form.